What if I told you that you aren't just going to die in the future, but that you are dying right now? Every hour that passes is an hour of life gone, never to return. This terrifying yet liberating realization is the foundation of Seneca's masterpiece, Letters from a Stoic. Most people live as if they are destined to live forever, but Seneca shakes us awake. In the next 20 minutes, we are going to decode the manual for mental invincibility. You will learn how to turn obstacles into fuel, how to find perfect tranquility in the middle of chaos, and why the richest man in Rome lived on stale bread and water to prove a point. We live in an era of unprecedented anxiety. Social media, political turmoil, and economic uncertainty bombard us daily. Seneca wrote these letters during the reign of the tyrant Emperor Nero, a time of paranoia and murder. If these strategies worked for him in the most dangerous court in history, they will certainly work for you today. Lucius Annius Seneca was not an armchair philosopher. He was the wealthiest man in the empire, a playwright, and the top advisor to the emperor. He didn't just theorize about life. He had to practice what he preached while facing exile, health issues, and eventually, a forced suicide command. This is battlefield philosophy. The core thesis of these letters is simple. Philosophy is not a parlor trick or a game of words. It is medicine for the soul. Seneca argues that the mind requires training just like the body. Without philosophy, we are slaves to chance, terrified of the future, and regretful of the past. To be a Stoic is to regain command of yourself. Seneca famously wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Think about the last time you worried about a presentation or a difficult conversation. The anxiety you felt for days beforehand was likely far worse than the event itself. Stoicism teaches us to distinguish between what is actually happening and the story we tell ourselves about it. A common misconception is that Stoicism means having no emotions, like a statue. This is false. Seneca was a man of deep feeling. The goal isn't to eliminate emotion, but to not be enslaved by it. It is about feeling the initial shock of an event, but refusing to let that shock dictate your actions or destroy your inner peace. Society tells us that happiness comes from external things, a promotion, a new car, or fame. Seneca dismantles this entirely. He proves that if your happiness depends on things you can lose, you will always be anxious. True happiness must come from an internal fortress that no thief can rob and no fire can burn. Let's dive into the first major concept, the desperate value of time. Seneca is appalled by how careless we are with our lives. We guard our money and property fiercely, but we hand out our time to anyone who asks. We waste hours on meaningless gossip, trivial entertainment, and work that doesn't fulfill us, forgetting that time is our only non-renewable resource. He urges Lucilius, the recipient of these letters, to claim yourself for yourself. This means auditing your day. Are you living, or are you just existing? Every moment you spend trying to impress others or worrying about things outside your control is a moment stolen from your life. Start saying no to demands that do not align with your purpose. The shocking truth Seneca reveals is that life is not short, we just waste most of it. If you invested your time as carefully as a miser invests gold, a single human life is long enough to achieve the greatest things. The problem isn't the length of our days, but the breadth of our attention. Focus is the antidote to a short life. Seneca was incredibly rich, yet he wrote extensively on poverty. Is this hypocrisy? No, it's a training exercise. He advises us to practice poverty. Set aside a few days a month to eat only the simplest coarse bread and drink water and wear rough clothes. Ask yourself, is this the condition I feared? By voluntarily experiencing discomfort, you inoculate yourself against the fear of losing your wealth. If you know you can survive and even be content with the bare minimum, perhaps a bowl of lentils and a hard floor, you become fearless. You can enjoy wealth if you have it, but you are no longer terrified of losing it. The lesson here is profound. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. If you desire endless upgrades, you will always feel lack. True wealth is not a number in a bank account. It is the state of wanting nothing more than what is natural and necessary. In letter 108, Seneca discusses a surprising topic, his time as a vegetarian. Influenced by Pythagorean philosophy, he gave up animal foods to cultivate a cleaner spirit and greater mental acuity. He found that his mind was more agile and his health improved when he relied on plants, fruits, and simple grains. He eventually stopped for political reasons, but the lesson remains. He realized that luxury in food, seeking exotic dishes and complex flavors, was just another chain. By simplifying his diet to the essentials, he proved that we often confuse necessary with habitual. Breaking your dependency on luxury food is a powerful way to strengthen your will. Seneca places immense value on friendship, but he warns against the shallow connections we see today. He says, "Trusting everyone is as much a fault as trusting no one." A true friend is someone you can share your darkest secrets with as if you were speaking to yourself. If you don't have that trust, you don't have a friend, you have an acquaintance. However, the wise man is also self-sufficient. He desires friends, but he does not need them to function. If he loses a friend, he can bear the loss without collapsing. This is the delicate balance of Stoicism. Love deeply and engage fully with others, but maintain your own center of gravity so that no external loss can destroy you. On the topic of learning, Seneca warns against reading many authors. Flitting from book to book is like a traveler who stays everywhere but makes friends nowhere. You must linger among a few master thinkers and digest their works thoroughly. Just as food must be digested to nourish the body, information must be contemplated to nourish the mind. Don't just collect quotes to sound smart at dinner parties. Extract the wisdom and apply it to your character. Seneca advises us to hunt for helpful precepts and potent words that can be used as weapons against fortune. When tragedy strikes, you won't need a library. You will need a few deeply ingrained truths to hold on to. The ultimate test of Seneca's philosophy came at the end of his life. Accused of conspiracy, he was ordered to commit suicide. While his family wept and panicked, Seneca remained calm. He asked for his will, and when denied, he turned to his friends and said he left them the most precious thing he had, the pattern of his life. He didn't scream or beg. He simply stepped into the darkness with the same dignity he maintained in the light. This wasn't an act. It was the result of a lifetime of rehearsal. He viewed each day as a separate life and sleep as a practice for death. Because he had lived fully every day, he had no unfinished business to cling to. Before Stoicism, you are a leaf in the wind, blown about by every piece of bad news, every insult, and every change in the stock market. After internalizing Seneca's letters, you become the rock. The waves crash over you, but you remain unmoved. You realize that while you cannot control the world, you have absolute power over your mind. Here is one actionable thing you can do today, the evening review. Before you go to sleep, close your eyes and ask, what bad habit did I curb today? What good did I do? In what way am I better? Be your own judge. This daily accountability is the fastest path to self-improvement and peace of mind. Seneca's final message to us across the centuries is this: as long as you live, keep learning how to live. Don't wait for retirement, don't wait for the weekend, and don't wait for permission. The only time you truly own is the present moment. Seize it, not with anxiety, but with purpose. Begin to live immediately. These letters are not just text, they are a call to arms for your spirit. Whether you are facing a personal crisis or just the daily grind, the Stoic path offers a way through. It requires effort, discipline, and the courage to be different from the crowd. But the reward is the one thing we all seek: true, unshakable freedom. If you want to build a library of wisdom that stands the test of time, make sure to subscribe to Book Summaries Repo. We bring you the most powerful ideas from the world's greatest books every week. Hit the like button if you found value in this summary, and let us know in the comments which letter resonated with you the most.